Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I just got a new palette. It's a blush palette that I got from the Crayon case. I see Jeffree Star used it, and then an idea came to mind. So if you want to see what look I come up with, then keep on watching. Oh yeah, before we even go into this video, you know you like coming back, so why don't you subscribe to my channel? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, like, comment, join the family. Okay, so now that we've done the PR and the marketing part, let's go. So this is from this company. Actually, I never heard of them before his video, so I was like, I don't know, like it's bulky, so that's not something that you can travel with. But the good thing about this is it's a blush palette, and the shades are like this. So I mean, these are giant, like giant. And it comes with 18 shades, and then here are the other shades, and oh, it's a little plastic in here, and then here are the final shades. These shades are actually pretty. So what I'm going to do is, since there's so many colors in here, there's so many pretty colors, we're in fall, there's fall shades, so I'm like, okay, what should I do? We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna use the blush palette for eyeshadow, contour, and blush. So we're basically gonna use this for, like, most of the face or most of the look. And I feel like that's a really good idea. I'm not saying I'm the first one that came up with this idea. I actually tried looking on YouTube to see if I could find anybody that came up that had this idea before, and I couldn't find anybody, or not on the regular people that I follow. But if you know anybody that had that idea before, because again, this YouTube world is so crazy, so I'm pretty sure like all these ideas are not new. So comment, let me know so I can shout out that person. But the palette itself I saw on, I think, Jeffree Star, like, well, it was on his channel, but it was just on they were testing the new, like, or he was testing new makeup. So that's all I know about that. And then I was like, but this palette is so huge, and some of the shades I can't use for blush because they look way too dark. But I'm like, okay, but I can use it for something else, so let's go ahead and do that. And I'm just using my regular P.Louise base, or not the regular, this one is the acid rain one, but it's the P.Louise base, but this one is the collab with MMMMitchell. I don't know if I'm even saying this correct. I think that's how he says his name. And I'm just putting that on a 421. I'm just using this brush just to apply it, and then we can go in and just go to town with my actual concealer brush. Perfect. And I kind of give it like a little shape. Not sure why, because I'm gonna like use my concealer brush to just kind of dab it in, so it's all kind of just disappear. Today I feel like today's gonna be a pretty long day because I work in the morning, but today's my regular day off. Today's Thursday, so it's my regular day off. But I'm actually gonna record 2 videos today. Yeah, I know. Like, girl, what are you doing? Although today recording has not started very well because my computer wasn't airplaying to my TV, because I use like my TV like for my monitor over here, so, and it wasn't working, so we had to like keep messing with it. But if that didn't work, we'll just go ahead and just do everything on my computer. And I'm just using this to just stamp that base. But I've been breaking up like crazy to this. Hopefully these shadows work as like, I know they work as blush and maybe bronzer, but I don't know how they're gonna work as shadows. So pray for me. Hopefully they are super pigmented. And since we're kind of in fall, let's go ahead and use this shade right here. This is actually in the second page, and I'm gonna use this shade right here. Oh wow, it would be nice if you guys can see it. I'm gonna use this shade right here. Let's see. Oh my god, right here. This shade. No, this shade. Okay. See, whenever like stuff doesn't work how I want it to work, it just like throws me off my game. Like, this is a T33 from Makeup Shack. So the second page, I'm just gonna put this under here like so it's like, let's just dab. And I'm just gonna put this like so. This is actually a pretty shade. I don't know how that would look as a blush on me. That might be a little bit too dark. But I'm also like packing it up. But this is just different ways to like use your stuff, you know, like makeup is pretty expensive, or some makeup can be pretty expensive. And if you buy like one thing, like this is a blush palette or a blush book, then you can do like multiple things. So I feel like that's a good way, you know, to just use your product. And I'm just buffing up the edges. I might use a different brush, but this should be able to do most of it. Just gonna do the same thing on this eye. So it's a little bit dusty, and that could just be because I'm packing in a lot. Like, but I'm going in lights, like I'm going in just, you know, like I'm building it up. But again, remember guys, this is not an eyeshadow, but I'm just, you know, showing you how you can use one product for like multiple things. I use bronzer all the time in my, like for my shadow. If I'm like just doing a quick look, I'll bronze and then I'll just use that same bronzer to just, you know, just put a little look, a little shade or color to my crease. Let's use this brush right here. This is Morphe M37, I think. Yep. And I'm gonna go in that same page in the book. I'm gonna use this shade right here. This shade. This one. This is like kind of a peachy shade. And I'm just gonna use that to just buff my edges to make sure everything looks nice and clean. So this actually doesn't really have any kind of shade on me, which is like perfect. Or you can't, like, it doesn't make any kind of color. I feel like I might use this a lot to buff shadows, because it looks like it's pretty close to my complexion, which is perfect. And guys, this blush, I keep saying shadow, but it's not a shadow, it's a blush. It's blush, it's like blushing, blending. Oh my god, it's blending so well, because that was my concern. I was like, oh, this is blush, I don't know how this is gonna blend like this, but it's blending pretty well. And then I'm gonna do the same thing over here, and this is perfect for my complexion because I can just bring it down or like wherever, and I don't get any like actual pigment, which is fine because that's exactly what I wanted. I don't want any pigment, I just wanted to just buff that shit. Because sometimes I'll use my powder to do that, or like a really light shadow, but this is perfect. Just leave it like this. But no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna use this brush right here. This is a T51 from Makeup Shack, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of P.Louise base. This one is just like my regular base, because I'm trying to do something here. So this look is gonna be all matte, because there's no shimmers in there, but we have to make it work. Dude, but this thing is blended it so well. That was my concern a little earlier on, because that could have been a problem to blend. And you know, gotta have my sparkling water. I feel like I want a flathead brush. Let's use this one. This is a 210, an M210 from Morphe, and we're gonna go back into that palette. I'm gonna put this pink shade in here. Oh wow, that's I don't know, because I feel like this just kind of blended in. No, it's cool. See, I'm trying to convince myself that it's fine, because I'm saying no, it's cool, but there's nobody here but me, so I'm just trying to convince myself that it's fine. Are you guys seeing? Like, I polish my fingernails. I don't like tips, so I feel like it just hinders me from doing the things that I want to do. So I don't put like nails on, false nails. I just use my own nails. But I need to like polish them more often. And I feel like I can't really type when I have like false nails on or whatever, tips or fake nails or whatever you want to call them. And then I type a lot for work, so, and I can type with it, so I'm just like, okay, whatever. I like how this look is coming out. I mean, I don't know, but I like it. I want to pack a different, I need a little bit of darkness. So now this is a T36 from Morphe, and I'm gonna go from Morphe, nope, Makeup Shack, and I'm gonna go in that same page. I know I'm using like all these shades in the same page, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this shade right here. It's like really dark, and I'm just gonna pack that in my order V, just to give it just a little bit of dimension. Man, these shades blend so well. I mean, they are a little bit powdery, but I feel like they are like that because they are blush. Just doing this just to make sure everything is blended nicely. And there's no patchiness, so that's good. And I'm gonna go back to that pink just a little bit. And that's it for the eye look for the most part. You know, well, a few other little things, touch-ups to do, but I actually like how the eye look came out. Like, let's go ahead and clean up this mess I have here. So I feel like you get, you know, I think I paid like $48 for this palette. But if you can use it for shadows and blush and bronzer, like, that's a pretty good deal. Which is what I'm gonna show you guys today, how I'm gonna go ahead and use it for all those things. Let's move on to the face. I'm actually gonna go ahead and use this primer to prime, but before I do that, actually, no, it's fine. I moisturized my face before I started the video because my face is super dry, but it's fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this primer. This is a silicone-free primer moisturizer. Oh, there you go, more moisturizer or more moisture. And this is from Good Molecules. I've been using actually a lot of their face products, like their wash, their just a lot of stuff from them, and they're actually really good. This is cooling. In here is so hot with all the lights. Oh, what's going on with this bun? This bun is like doing its own thing. Okay, whatever. Oh, it's a little bit tacky, not too crazy, which is fine. I'm gonna go ahead and use my 732, and this is just a foundation brush from Luxie. And what foundation? Let's go ahead. Let me go use my Tint Idol from Lancome. We're just gonna give it a little shaky. I always shake my foundations first and just put it on the brush like so. And let me just tap it. Okay, let me take off my earrings. Oh no. I feel like I need a little bit more coverage than this, just a little bit. Let's go in with more. This is thick. Okay, maybe I didn't need that much more. Do I look like yellow on camera? Maybe. But this is actually my shade, I promise. Because in person, it's like perfect. Because if you look at my neck and my face, so it may look like it's a little bit orangey, but I promise that's my shade. Let's go ahead and let me put a little bit of corrector, which is my Tenderé from Charlotte Tilbury. And that's it. Let me go in with my concealer, not this one. That's fine, I'll use this. This is my Power Fabric from Armani, and this is 775. That's my shade, or 7.75. And let that dry up for a second. While that's happening, let's get some lashes ready. I'm not sure which lashes these are, so I've had this for a while. This is reusing lashes. You know what? Actually, I think I know what they are. They are from the lash box that I got from Morphe. Yep. Or I ordered from Morphe. I'm not sure. I don't think they are the ones that made it, but it's from this. Lashes in a box. Just putting my lashes to dry. I think I just heard my husband left riding his motorcycle. This guy. So I'm gonna let this dry, and while it's doing that, let's go ahead and, you know, if I can find a brush. I can never find my brushes, ever. Where are my concealer brushes? See, this is not gonna work. I need a brush. This is my foundation brush, but that's not gonna work. Like, I can use it for this, but I need my actual concealer brush. Let me see if I can use this. This is actually, it's a concealer brush, but I use it to apply my base for my eyeshadow primer. So, but it's fine. This is just an e.l.f. concealer brush. This is perfect to apply my base, but today we're gonna use it to apply concealer, since I can't find any concealer brushes. I guess they're all dirty. And I'm just gonna do the same thing over here. And you know what's crazy lately? Like, oh my god, because of COVID, everything is taking forever to get shipped or to get delivered. I guess the shipping is just all over the place. Like, I ordered the Nikkia tutorials palette and it's been like forever. I'm like, by the time I get it, it's like so late for me to make a video on there. And that's the other thing too, like I feel like I'm bringing the videos for the products to you guys like so late, but I'm not on no PR list, so I have to buy my own stuff, which is fine. But when I buy it and then it takes forever, so I can only buy it when it has been launched, and then we have to wait. This is my new holy grail. It's the Nikkia Joy powder. It is so good, like it's so good. Again, that's another thing that takes forever to get here because it is coming all the way from Australia. I made a big mistake and I only bought one, and then after I bought it I was like, I should have bought a couple, but I didn't know if I was gonna like it, so I'm just like, so I didn't, and now I'm going a little bit heavier because I'm just gonna leave it there because I feel like I'm gonna have some issues with that palette because I did have some fallout. Oh, I'm just using my, you know, Hourglass Unlocked. I feel like this is the best mascara I've ever used, ever. And I've used a ton of mascaras. And oh, I'm using my roller liner from Benefit. I actually really like this liner as well. It's so black and then it dries like kind of matte, which I like. And I feel like it's so easy to use too. Well, this, I know this looks crazy, but it's okay, just ignore that. And I'm gonna use my lash applicator from Velour Lashes. Just put a little bit more glue on there. I left it for too long, so it's fine. Let's move along. Okay, but I do want this brush, and then this actually I'm gonna go back to my base. I just need a little bit because I do need all the pigmentation that I can get. And as I've said in my previous recent videos, I keep saying, why isn't my shadow popping down here as much as they pop up here? And then I'm like, what am I doing different? I prime and I don't prime here, so let's go ahead and prime down here. So I've been doing that and it helps. And I know this looks crazy, like when you first put it like this, but it's fine. We all work out. I'm gonna use a number 14 smudge brush from Sephora, and we're gonna go back into our blush binder, and let's go back to that second page, and I'm gonna put that really dark shade, this shade. Why am I putting this shade in the bottom right here? This is so bulky. I feel like that's the only drawback to it, but if you're traveling with it, you can just go with just that, and then you have blush, shadows, and bronzer. I know this looks funny, but trust the process. We're gonna blend it out to make it work. Ooh, we're gonna come back to this real quick. Let's put them lashes on because I don't want my lashes to dry again. These lashes are so pretty, and I know they're bold, but they just, you know, take their look to the next level. I mean, lashes do that. If you have a good pair of lash, even if your shadow is not that great, I feel like a good pair of lash can just, you know, take, oh my god, my eye look crazy. I know the look, it's not complete yet, we'll get it, you know, there. Just gonna leave this here. I know it's not completely blended, but I just wanted to put it before it gets too dry. Let's clean this up, and then let's go into that hot pink. And I'm just gonna put this here. perfect. I love it when you know my lash just works, because they don't always work. Not for me. Sometimes they be lifting and doing crazy stuff. I'm still trying to get to the place where you know I can just apply my lashes with my hands like this, but I'm not anywhere near there. I feel like I need an M506, you know? We need an M506. I'm always using M506. Oh, there you go. I just got one, so. Oh, actually, I'm gonna put this shade right here. This is Alkaline from Urban Decay. Put that in here. And what is my powder brush? Yes, I wasn't gonna set my face, but I think I am, because my face, the reason why I wasn't gonna set it is because my face gets so dry lately. But I feel like if I don't set it, I'm gonna have like a whole mess when I get to applying my bronzer and my blush. I feel like it's just gonna just stick there, so let's just go ahead. I'm not gonna do too much setting because I say my face is so dry. So yeah, now let's move to, let's bronze the face. Oh god, hopefully this doesn't just be like a whole big mess. Actually, let's go in with this shade right here. I'm gonna use that shade, and that's on the first page. I'm gonna use that to bronze, and I'm gonna use my 739 from Luxie. Oh, actually, no, let me put this down for a second. I'm gonna try this brush. This is from Melts, and I'm using the Melt Cosmetic brush. It's the limited edition brush, and it's just like shaped like so. And then I'm just like stamping this. I feel like they look darker in the pan than they actually are, but it's fine because you can build it up. I actually like this as a bronzer, and let me go ahead and use this brush from Japonesque. It's actually dirty and needs to get washed. Okay, and this is where the scary part comes in on what to use for an actual blush, because these shades look bright. I'm gonna use this shade right here. Oh, that's cute. And it's the same thing with this. You have to build it up again. I don't mind because I don't like to just go in ham and then it's like so pigmented, and then I have to try to blend it out, you know. I like bringing my blush to my bronzer. I know it looks weird like this, but we'll fix it. This looks quite pink. I'm just gonna go back to my powder. This is a T14 from Makeup Shack, and let's see. I'm gonna put this shade right here, this bright ash shade, in my inner corner. I know. I think usually I put like a shimmer in here, but today we're gonna do a matte. Just have to make it work. Let's see. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and use 525 from, is the lip Maestro or Maestro from Armani. But before I do that, I need something to line the lip. Let's line my lip with, which color is this? This is Red Chocolate from Laura Mercier. I had a really small like line mascara that I was using for my lower lash line, and I cannot find it. So I'll just use my mascara from Pat. But man, my lashes, my lower lashes, like, it's so non-existent. It doesn't even matter what I do this or not. And let's go ahead and dust off that extra powder. Let's put back my earrings on. And let's go ahead and set it and forget it. I'm using my Skin Nivea Bridal Spray. And that's it, guys, for this look. Would I recommend this palette? Absolutely. This top is actually kind of cute. I got this from Shein, so it's kind of, you know, be dusted off. Looks like so, and it has this little ruching thing on the top, but it's kind of cute. Anyway, let's move on because I get so, you know, distracted. So this is the binder blush palette from the Crayon case. Would I recommend this? Absolutely yes. Why not? $48. You get shadows, you get bronzers, you get blushes. For me, that's a yes. And that's the final look. I actually really like how the look came out. I feel like, you know, yeah, you can just use your products for multiple things, and you don't have to like buy shadows for shadows and blush for blush or bronzer for bronzer. You can, you know, mix them up. And that's it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, you know, join the family. And oh, something else, people keep asking me. Oh my god, people keep asking me. So my channel name is not Decay or it's not Decay, or it's actually Decay. My name is Decima. The first part of my name is DEC. My husband's name is A. Took the first part of my name and his entire name, and I put it together, and Desire Beauty was born. So that's where that name has come from. It's Desire, like DECI, DEC, AYER, Desire Beauty. Okay, so, you know, end of that, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.